Have you ever stopped to think about how people used to get around in the 18 and 1900s? It wasn't by plane, train, bus, car, or anything like that, but rather by a bike. A bike is a two-wheel object that has no motor, has gears, brakes, and everything you can think of a car does, but it's self-propelled. Biking has been around for hundreds of years. It was first used for transportation, personal fitness, and socialization. It is great for personal fitness. Trek states that on average a person burns 500 calories an hour just by riding at a comfortable pace. Isn't that great? It's as much as a 3-mile run burns you. Unfortunately, the bike has lost its place in our society. Due to the large usage of cars and trains, people forget about the bikes there and add the CO2 to our environment. I feel like I'm an avid and accredited person to talk to you about a bike and how it is important because I am currently a racer. I've competed in many events and local events in my society. I have done many research reports and many information sessions explaining to people why a bike is important and what a bike is. So today, I want to explain that to you. I want to explain to you why it is important and why you should grab one. So to do that, I want to start talking to you about the history, then inform you about the 3 different bikes out there, and then what you can do with each bike in your society. Let's start with the history. The first bike was created in 1817 in France. The bike was used for transportation and personal fitness and socialization. The bikes from then blasted off. Bikes changed drastically. The wheels, the gears, the brakes, almost everything on the bike completely revolved. Even today, the bike doesn't even look like it did 5 years ago. On today's bike, there's a mini computer, just like in your car. On the bike, it tells you how fast you're going, where you want to go, the weather, how many calories you've burned, just about anything you want to know, you can find out on this little handheld computer that's attached to your bike. That wasn't there 10 years ago. But there's more than just one type of bike. There's many different types. All these bikes fit into 3 different sections, and today I want to discuss with you those sections. We'll start with the most expensive and the most common, which is the road bike. The road bike is a very complicated bike that's very thin and has many gears on it. The road bike looks similar to this. As you can see, the wheels look thin, the handlebars are curled under, and the seat sits high. But this isn't just designed to look pretty. There's reasons behind it. The road bike is used for on-road riding only. The wheels are thin with low traction to make the ground easier to go on. You have nothing to grab on when you're on the road, so it's very smooth riding. The seat sits high to pull your spine down to the frame, where the handlebars curl and your hands go under to pull the rest of your body down, forcing you to be extremely aerodynamic. The road bike is the only bike that shows your aerodynamicness at the highest. Next, we go to the mountain bike. The mountain bike is by far the most common bike in under 25 age kids. The mountain bike is most common in children, young adults, teens, and people who are in college. As you can get a better look at it, the tires, the seat, and the handlebars look different. The wheels are thicker with more traction on them to grab onto the better ground when you're off-roading, such as in the woods, down trails, anything except on the road. The handlebars are straight to show comfort and stability for the whole bike. The seat sits either at the handlebars or slightly below them for comfort for the rider. When the seat rises above the handlebars on a mountain bike, it means it's too tall. The mountain bike is good for riding short distances, riding on riven roads, or riding just about anywhere when you're younger. Similar to the road bike, there's 8 gears that help you ride each day. And finally, the third category is the tandem bike. The tandem bike looks most different between both of them. The tandem bike still has 2 wheels, has a seat, and has the handlebars. It's similar to the road bike in the sense that the wheels are thin, the handlebars are curled under, and the seats sit high. But it seats 2 people instead of 1. This is for couple riding, for family riding, for just anything you can think of to do with two people. This is what this is for. One bike I didn't mention is the hybrid bike. It is the split between the road bike and the mountain bike. It is basically a road bike, but you can add springs to it, which makes it a mountain bike. Now, what can you do with your bike? Let's start with the road bike. The road bike is used for racing. It is used for transportation from place to place, and mostly on-road riding. You can do so many events. One event in Wisconsin that I know is a huge event for road bikes is called the Winnebago Race the Lake. It's a 94-mile bike ride that you race around Lake Winnebago. For the mountain bike, there's many things you can do there as well. Mountain bikes have different competitions all over the world under different paths, different trails. There's all different events. Mountain bikes are good for children, so you can get your children, get your friends, family, and go out to different races on your mountain bike. And then a tandem, there's tandem rallies all over the country. Tandem rallies are held in different states every year. They help you meet new people, show you roads you wouldn't even see by driving a car. So why not grab a bike? Bikes have been here since the 1800s. They've never left. They've never really changed that much. They stay with two wheels, no motor, brakes, gears, everything stays the same. The look just changes a little bit. So it's good for your fitness, it's good for the environment, and it's good for yourself. So why on an 80-degree day are you going to go in your car, crank the air, close the windows, and not even enjoy it? How about next time you consider parking your car, hopping on your bike, and enjoying the ride?